Another episode of Asexualized, my asexualized. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own life journey in order to help you in yours. So this is going to be an uber quick video. If you followed my channel yesterday, you'll know that my guinea pigs went in for surgery. And hello, Michael. And my parents are coming over soon to pick me up to take them back to their place. I don't know if I'm going back with them, because it's quite late here, but yeah, Chestnut had her operation not very long ago, so she's still in recovery. But by the time my parents get here and we get to the surgery, which is quite a long way away, then it's going to be like 7 o'clock, so it'll be like nearly 8 o'clock by the time she gets back to my parents. So I don't know if I'm going back with them at the moment. It's I'm going back to mine, but I kind of feel like I need to be there, but I've got a meet up for 4 days. So it's an asexual meetup on Sunday, but I'm seeing asexuals from tomorrow afternoon onwards, so obviously I've got to be in Exeter, so I can't be with them. My parents are really good at looking after them. So anyway, this is going to be an uber short video. I am on my iPad. I am mobile, so it's going to wobble a little bit, so I do apologise for that. I just wanted to say quickly, I don't want this in my feed. So what am I talking about? So basically, I got a friend request by a guy on Facebook today who's friends with someone I'm friends with, and they sent me this friends request, and I accepted their friends request, and as soon as I accepted their friends request, they then said, oh yeah, and you can like my page. Now, for a start, I really hate that. I hate it when someone friends you and then expects you to immediately give them something for friending you. That's not someone who's got your best interest at heart. That, to me, is just like a business page-like collector. Do you know what I mean? It's not very nice. I don't like people like that, so that really put me off him. So I thought I'd just check out his profile more. So I kind of liked something he said in regard to a post of the mutual friend we had in that moment, because I accepted his friend request, and I kind of thought, oh, his answer was quite good. But then when I went for his profile, so I did actually go on his profile, and I thought he looked okay, but I didn't check further down. And then when he was on about liking his page, I thought, I'm going to go on his profile and check a bit further into him, because I don't like the sound of that. I don't like someone who says, oh yeah, and you can like my page, telling me what to do. It's really, really rude. For a start, if you're going to ask someone to like your page, it'd be, you could say, well, I've got a page about so-and-so. If you want to like it, oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So, as in an option, not a tell. And, and thirdly, anyway, I went on, to cut a very long story short, I went on his Facebook profile and I was horrified. There was 5 scantily clad women on there. They had looked like I could, I tried not, I'm just when I look at it. And these women were in black, it looked like I don't know, it looked like a thong or something in the front. And then they just had these little strips of material down their breasts, covering their nipples, going into a V shape with a little panty with a G-string or something. So you could pretty much see their whole body nearly. And there was 5 of them. He's going, oh, he said some comment about them and having a fivesome, and I just was so repulsed. And I thought, I just can't be friends with this guy. And I know I could just defriend him, but I kind of sometimes feel like I have to say something to someone. I don't owe anyone anything, but I kind of feel polite. So I just said, oh, I said, oh, I've just checked out your profile, and I don't like sex. I said, I don't mind anyone else that does, but I don't want that sort of stuff in my news feed. So I said, oh, my bad, so I put all the onus on me that I was in the wrong. And I said, oh, but I wish you good luck, though, with your music career, because he's something to do with music on his profile. So, and he goes, oh, it's not all about sex, though. And that was his last message, and I defriended him by then. I just can't be having that sort of person on my friends. I mean, I know that some asexuals, they do, there is a few asexuals that, they have some scantily clad women, and yeah, I beg the question about, are you really asexual sometimes? But, I know some asexuals on the really more sexual end of the spectrum could possibly have stuff like that, and it's just but I'd say that quite a lot of the time, anyway, this guy wasn't asexual. He wasn't in an asexual group. I got him through a business person that saw me liking his post, so he decided to friend me, and clearly he's highly sexual, and it was just gross. I'm nudity repulsed, and so seeing that when they're practically almost naked just make me want to throw up. I hate I don't like seeing a bloke or a woman naked, you know. I like a bloke below the waist. I don't like that. But if I need to see something, or had a partner that, you know, I don't know if in the future I could ever see that bit about a guy, because I find it quite repulsive. But I'd rather see a guy than a woman, because I'm not attracted to women at all, if that makes sense. And when I see a naked woman, it just makes me want to throw up. I know loads of people like the naked body, even asexuals, but I can't stand it. I just look at it and it just like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? It's want to vomit. And I'm like, I saw them and I just like, all my being, my body made me feel sick. And I was like, oh, I just can't be friends with this guy. Sandra, just get him off your friends list. You don't want that, because other people will know you're connected to him. And it's not like I want to be connected to him as soon as I saw that. I thought, just get him off. This is gross, you know? Like, I might be friends with some... I have some friends that are highly sexual, you know? They might post some sexual pictures on their personal Facebook page, because it's up to them what they do. But this is a guy that I don't know that's just friended me. And when I see 5 women and talking about fivesome, and to be quite honest, that personally goes against my own morals. You know, I mean, obviously I talk to people and friends, and I talk to people that may go against my own personal morals, because we're all different, and I accept that in like business or friendship, that happens. But, you know, like when I don't owe this guy anything, he's just new. I just like, I don't want that in my feed. And obviously I could have stopped him being in my feed by just still being friends with him, but take him off follow. So I don't know if you know, on Facebook you can do that. You can, when you friend someone or they friend you and you accept, it automatically adds them as a friend, but it adds their follow button. They've got like a follow button, even if it's not a follow button to the whole world. They've got like an automatic follow button that clicks on with their friend button. Everyone's usually got it on Facebook, but you can actually have a proper follow button so people can follow you. They've got nothing to do with you. This is a follow button that accompanies the friend button. So they kind of go together. Hi, Minnie. So they kind of go together. So yeah, so you can actually, if you wanna remain friends with someone but unfollow them because you don't want their content in your feed all the time, you can literally go on their Facebook profile, tick the unfollow box. So the following, you just click it and it goes to unfollow, and then you can literally keep the friend still on there. But obviously, if you're uncomfortable with being friends with someone and you owe them nothing and they're not important to you and they're probably not going to do anything for your life, then just defriend them. Like I did. I said, sorry, it's my bad. I didn't check out your profile. So, you know, I'm not into sex. Appreciate that other people are, but, you know, I don't want to see that in my feed. So another thing, like I said, I didn't like is straight away he was on about, oh, as soon as he friend requested me, I accepted it. It was like, oh, you can like my page now. And I just think that's very rude. Very bad, you know. Like, I know people are trying to sell things. I know people are trying to get people to like their pages, but I don't want to be spoken to like that, like, told by a stranger to go and like a page. I mean, for a start, if you're gonna have some, you know, want people to like your page, you should be asking them politely, like, you know, like saying, can you go and like my, you know, it's the way he did it. It was like, you should like my page, not, oh, I appreciate you going to like my page, or any likes you give me will be great, or, you know, even saying, could you like my page, please? Even that would be better than saying, go and like my page now. It's just like, you can go and like my page now. It's just like so rude, I think. It's just like dictating to me. I just don't like that type of person, especially when I've just become Facebook friends with them. So anyway, I defriend them. I don't want that stuff in my feed. He's not going to add any value to my life whatsoever. And obviously he was on the take anyway, so I just can't be doing it. And I looked like he's on Instagram and wants people to follow him on there to do with his music. So he might just be a person that's trying to get more and more people into his music and, you know, like into what he does. So I'm like, no, thank you. But it just made me absolutely disgusted. So, you know, I don't want to see that in my news feed. I don't want that type of Facebook friend. And it's just, ugh. So yeah, that was my bit of rant really for today. Like I said, it's a very short video today. Because I got to pick my piggies up from the vets that have had operations. But I just wanted to, you know, tell you how I feel, because I think it's how a lot of asexuals might feel, especially the more sex repulsed ones like myself. You know, and there are a few naked repulsed people. Like I've got to go because my parents are here. Anyway, nice to talk to you. Take care. See you.